Greetings TBS, I'm Jakub Lompart, class of 2014, and currently I'm a member of the Polish Foreign Service in the rank of First Secretary, serving as a Vice-consul at the Embassy of the Republic of Poland in Bucharest, Romania. If I'm not mistaken, I was in the last class that took the final exams in the previous TBS building. I joined the British School in 2007 after moving to New Delhi with my parents and my 2-year younger sister Lucia, who, by the way, was also a student at the British School, and I must admit a much better one than I ever was. And I must say that I very much enjoyed waking up in the morning, unlike my sister, and going to school. Upon completing all 3 key stages of the secondary school, I decided to go back to Poland and attended the University of Warsaw and the Warsaw School of Economics, where I studied law and economic diplomacy. I joined the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in 2023 after finishing a 1-year diplomatic training program organized by the Polish Diplomatic Academy. Before that, I served as a senior counselor at the International Policy Bureau of the Presidential Chancellery, where I was part of the team responsible for the relations with Central European countries, Eastern European countries, and the 3 Cs initiative. I worked as well in the private sector for 4 years. I worked at Deloitte Tax Advisory, Korean Culture Institute, and other Warsaw law firms specializing in corporate and civil law. Let me add immodestly that I was awarded 2nd prize in a competition organized by the Polish Minister of Foreign Affairs for my master's thesis research on legal aspects of disarmament and non-proliferation of nuclear weapons. Well, I believe that unlike any other curriculum, the IB, through a lot of its aspects and components, rewards regularity, patience, determination, and systematic work. And those are the virtues that are not very commonly developed, but I must say very helpful in life. IB program forces its students to have high standards on work ethic and quality of work. Moreover, with the depth of the subjects covered, the amount of essay writing and analysis that has to be done, as well as the interdisciplinary knowledge and information to be memorized and processed during the course, I believe that a person is more than prepared to take up a university-level coursework after IB. The IB learner profile attributes that describe me best would be principled, because that's why I went in the law in the first place. Caring, but then you would have to ask my family to confirm that. And I would also say an inquirer, as I question almost everything and seek to learn about the topics that I encounter. The extended essay and the internal assessments were my favorite aspects of the IB program. I very much enjoyed taking time doing in-depth analysis on a topic. The skills learned during writing of an extended essay or preparing an internal assessment would later on help me in my work in preparing analysis and doing thorough research for the president or the ministers. It also helped me to improve my writing skills, and I must say that there is no better feeling than when the president of your country is giving public speech written by you. The second aspect, apart from the assumptions and outline of the educational system, and if not the most important ingredient, is the people that guide you through the rough sea and the environment and habitat that led a person to grow and develop. And British School was the perfect place for that. Well, a normal day at work in diplomacy is a very dynamic one, and what makes my job interesting and enjoyable to me is its unpredictability and the variety of tasks that I have to deal with. When going to my office in the morning, I usually do not know what kind of tasks are waiting for me and what kind of challenges will occur during the day. One time I might be sitting for 8 hours in my office, reading up on the current situation in the country I am posted to and reporting it back to the Polish MFA. And other times I take care of an official delegation help organize a diplomatic conference, go to a white tie event, or help Polish citizens who are in need in Romania. The fondest memory I have must be the everyday breaks in between lessons, spent with my friends, eating, chatting, doing homeworks, playing games. My favorite time of the year was of course the international days and school trips. It was always an occasion to try out different food from all around the world and spend fun time with friends and family. My mom would almost always participate and prepare cakes for the Polish stand. I took pride in the fact that Poland was represented despite the limited number of Polish students at TBS, limited to me and my sister. Every year my mom would receive a letter from the principal for being one of the most profitable stands. Sadly, I have not been to the British school and have not visited Delhi since graduating TBS in 2014. Only quite recently it struck me that it has already been more than 10 years, because it only feels like a few months. Well, the Polish airline have not so long ago opened a direct connection between Warsaw and Delhi, so I have less and less arguments not to get on a plane and visit India once again. But I promise that I have been up to date with everything what's going on in the British school by reading the alumni newsletters and the posts published on social media. The friendships made at the British school are for lifetime, and I am still in touch with some of my friends. Ashem, Abrar, Jank, Pranav. Despite the fact that we all live in different countries, we call each other very often and we visit each other from time to time. I hope that after seeing this interview, more people from TBS will reach out to me and say hi. Since I'm still at the beginning of my diplomatic journey, I can only share a few reflections and lessons learned so far. First of all, I would recommend learning as many foreign languages as possible, as it basically eliminates barriers and helps to understand the way of thinking of different people and cultures. Secondly, read a lot of books on many different topics, as the knowledge gained this way is usually needed in the most unexpected moments. Do not underestimate the power of detail in diplomacy. Treat every interlocutor of yours as the most important and unique person, as it helps to build trust between countries and cultures.